Hello, Satnam, it's me, Shakti Sundari, back with you today for more from the Radiance Sutras by Lauren Roche. So, today's Yukti is Yukti verse 16, and this one too is about the sound and, paradoxically, the silence. So I'm going to read to you straight away this morning from the Sanskrit. Yukti verse 16. Pranava adisam ucharat, putante shunya bhavanat, shunyaya paraya, shaktya shunyatam eti bharavi. Let me read it again. Pranava adisam ucharat, plutante shunya bhavanat, shunyaya paraya, shaktya shunyatam eti bharavi. Once again, just really relishing those sumptuous sounds. It feels so sensual to enunciate them. Pranava adisam ucharat plutante shunya bhavanat shunyaya paraya shaktya shunyatam eti bharavi. So there's one sound syllable word that I do recognize in there, which is repeated twice, which is shunya, which I know from my Kundalini yoga teacher training refers to that state of complete immersion in the central channel, the neutral channel, so coming to a place of zero, nothing, emptiness, complete stillness, complete silence. And let's see what the translation actually says. The roar of joy that sets the worlds in motion is reverberating in your body and the space between all bodies. Beloved, listen. Find that exuberant vibration rising new in every moment, humming in your secret places, resounding through the channels of delight. Know you are flooded by it always. Float with the sound, melt with it into divine silence. The sacred power of space will carry you into the dancing, radiant emptiness that is the source of all. The ocean of sound is inviting you into its spacious embrace, calling you home. So nourishing, these words, so nourishing, so inspiring, so deliciously activating of the wonder of life. So let's go through the words. The roar of joy that sets the world in motion, the worlds in motion, is reverberating in your body and the space between all bodies. So there's an invitation to listen. And the next line is, beloved, listen. So we're listening, but we're listening not just with our ears, we're listening with our whole sensory awareness. So this is a different kind of listening. It's a whole body, whole sensory awareness listening on many, many levels. Closing the eyes, going within, feeling, sensing, listening with every cell of your being to the roar of joy that sets the worlds in motion. Find it, search for it. Where is that roar of joy in your own being? And the space between all bodies. Beloved, listen. Find that exuberant vibration rising new in every moment. So there's this sense of aliveness and ever-present joy it's not something that's fixed, that we attain, and once we get there, we stay there. This is alive, it's changing in every second. It's new in every second, and it's constantly there, this aliveness, this Shakti life force. It's exuberant vibration. Humming in your secret places. So again, there's this paradox of a sense of sound, but maybe it's not an auditory sound that we could hear. Like I can hear the birds chirping outside, I can hear the cars passing by, I can hear my fridge in the kitchen humming, right? Maybe it's not that kind of sound. Maybe it's a different kind of more subtle vibration. Maybe it's a silent sound. How about that as a paradox? Because yeah, if I tune in to my own exuberant vibration, there is a sense that my whole being is making sounds, but they're not auditory. So if I try to vocalize them, it might be something like, and more like that. Humming, humming in your secret places, resounding through the channels of delight. A reference there, I feel, to all of the energy pathways that permeate our physical being. So this is where the subtle and the etheric meet the physical manifest in these channels of delight, meridians, energy centers that permeate and run through our whole physical body. No, you are flooded by it always. So again, this is always, always, always there. It's just that sometimes we're not able to hear it. We're not able to tune in. Maybe we've deadened ourselves off in some way, numbed ourselves off in some way. Maybe we've pushed ourselves into a place of being super busy and hyperactive, and or sort of sent all of our awareness out into the external world, onto other things and people, and lost touch, this connection with our own inner aliveness and being. Beloved, listen. Float with the sound. Doesn't that give you a beautiful sense of ease? Float. I don't know what's happened to my voice this morning. Float with the sound. Melt with it into divine silence. So, yeah, again, the paradox of tuning into the vibration, the sound, which in a way feels loud, right? It's an exuberant vibration, it's reverberating, it's the roar of joy, and yet melt with it into divine silence. The sacred power of space will carry you into the dancing, radiant emptiness. Just take that one line and let all the images that might bubble up in your mind's eye carry you into a sense of your own dancing, radiant emptiness, which is the shunya, right? That's referred to, the shunya, shunyaya, that void, the Sanskrit word for void, emptiness. And yet, again, paradox, the void is full of life, radiant emptiness. That is the source of all. The ocean of sound is inviting you into its spacious embrace. And isn't that beautiful as we allow ourselves to deepen into that inner listening, into that roar of joy, into the radiant emptiness. We just expand out and the whole being relaxes into a knowing of the spaciousness of all of life and consciousness. Such a beautiful place to arrive at when today's modern life can be so hectic and distracting. Calling you home, yes, calling you home back to your true self, your true essence, as one with all that is. So enjoy exploring the roar of joy, the reverberation of that exuberant vibration in your own being, the hum. You could try humming to feel the vibration within your body and then just allow the humming to subside and the vibration to continue. Explore that hum that resounds through the channels of delight. Recognize that it's always there and that you can always tune into it whenever you want to. And that's Yukti verse 16 for today. Thanks for being with me, and join me again tomorrow for more from these beautiful Radiance Sutras. Sat Nam and much love.